Osun Osogbo Grove, a fascinating and ancient sacred forest with rich cultural and historical significance. In my journey to learn about Nigerian culture and tradition, I took a trip to Osun State, the land of virtue, to explore Osun Osogbo's sacred grove. This iconic destination has attracted locals and foreigners around the world. This sacred forest of Osun Grove is located in the outskirts of the city of Osogbo. The sacred grove is a symbol of identity for all Yoruba tribe in Nigeria. This high forest is regarded as an abode of the goddess of fertility of Osun, and its river is dotted with sanctuaries, shrines, sculptures, and artwork in the honor of Osun and other deity. So guys, I'm with my tour guide. He's going to be taking us on a tour in this very beautiful place.
Okay, my name is Adetoshegun Emmanuel. Okay. So on behalf of National Commission for Museum and Monuments, you are welcome to the grove.
Thank you.
So briefly, I would like to tell us about the historical background of Osogbo. There is a village called Ikpoleomu.
Okay.
So in this village, they have a king called Laroye.
Okay.
And this village too, they have a hunter, a great hunter.
Okay.
And in this village, they are suffering for water. They don't have water to use. So the king now called the hunter to help him search for water. So in searching for water, the hunter reached where the Ojava is now. He saw 2 elephants there, a big one and a small one. So he killed the big one and used rope to tie the small one down. So he now looked straight down here and discovered this place is very cool. So he now moved down to this place. On getting to this place, he had the sound of water flowing. So he now traced the river. So when he gets to that place, we call that place Lakokon. That's where Lakokon. That's where he first met in water. So he drinks from that water and go back to where he killed elephant. But when he get there, he can't carry the big one. But he used rope to tie. He take that one along with him to the village. So on getting to the village, he told the king, I have discovered a river flowing somewhere. So they now came here. The king and the hunter with an Ifa priest. We call that one Ogidon. So they now came here together. When they get there, they consult the oracle. The oracle tell them, you can't stay here. You need to move forward a little bit. And when we get to where you stop, you feel a sound within your body. So that's why they now get to where the first palace is. So when they now get there, they have the feeling within their body and they stay. So when they get there, they settle there and they bring all their villagers there. They now migrate here and settle here. So when they get here, they build a palace for the king.
Okay. And
they all gather there and stay there. So when they are now eating their food, they discover their food is almost getting finished. Okay. So they need to make a farm and prepare another food for themselves. So in that process, they cut a tree and the tree fell into the river. And a strange voice came out from the river saying, Osho Igbo pẹ̀lẹ́ o.
Osho Igbo pẹ̀lẹ́ o.
Yes, Osho Igbo rọra o.
Osho Igbo rọra o.
So they now ask, where is this strange voice coming out from? The sound now came out loudly and said, I'm Oshun. And I dwell in the river here. So I want you to vacate all this place for me and go to where you can't hear my voice again. But anything you want, you have it. So Oshun now promised them that there's no war that will conquer them and they are free to fetch from the river here, and anything they use the river for, either sickness, healing or anything, everything will be perfect. So since that day too, they now make promise to Osun goddess that as from today, we now be making sacrifice to Osun goddess. And whenever we want to make sacrifice, a virgin girl will carry a sacrifice to Osun goddess. And the virgin girl will come from the royal family. So since that day, they now make it as a festival. So that's what come about the Osun festival. So they will do that one every August. Yes. Since that day, they're now making sacrifice. So, but the word saying, Osho Igbo pẹ̀lẹ́ o, Osho Igbo rọra, that's where they bring the name of Osogbo from. So since that day, they have been calling this place Osogbo. So on the festival day, you see a drummer.
Okay.
They will be beating the drum.
Okay.
So on that day too, you see people buying and selling, but then they are spending cowries, not like nowadays.
Now that we spend cash.
Yes.
Okay.
And this one represents the Osun goddess, half fish, half human being.
Okay.
So this one also represents the virgin girl that used to carry the sacrifice.
That must be from a royal family.
Yes.
Okay.
And this one also represents the Osun devotees.
Okay.
You will see them when we get to the shrine.
Okay.
So, and the river there, we don't call it river or water. We call it apps.
Apps.
Yes, agbo.
Okay.
As Osogbo people do sing, Seleru agbo, Agbara agbo, Losun fi ń wo ọmọ rẹ̀ kí dókítà. And as we can see, he's in bondage, and we believe he used that water to bath. He get healed.
Okay.
So this one, we call this one 16-face lamp. Àtùpà olójú mẹ́rìndínlógún. The Osun goddess give it to Osogbo people. He told them to put it on 9 days to the festival. They will on it at night, and they will dance right this 3 times before they break. So this one represents the great hunter that discovered this forest, Oguntimeyin by name.
That man.
Yes, and this one represents the small elephant that he used rope to tie that time. When they bring that elephant here, the goddess told them not to kill the elephant. That as the elephant is growing, the community will be expanding.
Wow.
So this one represents the first king, Laro Oye Gbadewolu. The reason they call him Gbadewolu, it means he came with the crown from the village. And this one represents the tie and dye pot that the spirit said, you have broken all my tie and dye pot. So, and at the end of the festival, you still see a drummer beating the drum.
Wow.
So any question before we move in?
No, I understand everything.
All right.
Yeah.
On the festival day, when the virgin girl carries the sacrifice on her head, she will be coming through from the palace, and this is where she will pass with the Osun devotees. They will follow her, while the rest of the people will follow this place. So this gate, we call this gate Flying Tortoise Gate.
Okay.
And this is the gate we have been using before this giant one, and this is where the virgin girl do pass there.
Come on from here.
She will pass through this place to the shrine. So this forest contains 75 hectares of land.
Okay.
Yes. No cutting of trees, no farming, no fishing, and no swimming.
In this place?
Yes.
Okay.
So in Osogbo here, we have different types of masquerade.
Okay.
And this one of them, we call this one Komololu.
Komololu?
Yes, these are normally dressed on his outing. And we call this one Omele Bata.
Okay.
And this one Yailu Bata. Yes. And this is another masquerade too. We call this one Opeleba. We also call him a king masquerade. The reason we call him a king masquerade is on his outing, he will dance with the king. After the dance, he will chase the king and try to throw this thing on the king. But when he throw it, the king will now dodge it. After dodging it, the king will now do like this, Obi, you don't catch me. And this one will do like this, I'll catch you next year.
Right.
Meaning the king will witness another festival of the year. This is another masquerade. This one is a female masquerade. It used to come out at the marketplace. Whenever she wants to come out, they will be singing for her. Ola Jomi gba ki o to wo, oyin momo, gba ki o to wo, oyin momo. And when she come out, she will open her stomach. And this is what you will find there.
Wow.
So people at the marketplace, they will be praying, give me child, give me money, give me peace. And after the prayers, she will now close back her stomach. She will look like that again till another year. So this is another masquerade. We call this one Owolanke.
Owolanke.
Yes, these are normally dressed, but all this place is full of cowries. Yeah. And this one is the great hunter that discovered this forest. Can you remember me the name of the great hunter that discovered this forest?
Okay, Oguntimeyin.
Yes, right. Riding on an elephant.
Okay.
Yeah. So we call this one Ilu Igbe.
Okay.
It's a Batala family that used to dance to it.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one is Stand Crier.
Okay.
You know, in the olden days where there is no phone, whenever the king needs to talk to the community, they will call this man, and this man will ring the bell, and the community will gather. This is another masquerade. We call this one Pajekolobi. And any street that have a wish or wizard, this masquerade will come out and fish out the person. So this one, we call this one Arenugbogi. It's a friendly masquerade. He used to play with the female on his outing. And we call this one Eyeba. This is how he normally dress on his outing. And this is the leader of Osun devotees. Yes. And this Osun goddess. Half fish, half human being. And this one, we call this one Egumeta. There's a family that give birth to 3 pairs that time. But the two, you know, in Yoruba land, we don't believe in twins or 3 pairs that time. So they kill the 2 one and leave the other one. So the other one that remains the one that used to carry the masquerade. And this Babao Shaoshun. Okay. Yes. On the festival day, it will be the one to perform the spiritual aspect on this in the shrine. So this is the virgin girl with the the calabash on her head. Okay. And this is the 16-face lamb. Osun goddess give it to Osogbo people. Okay. He told them to put it on 9 days to the festival. They will dance around this 3 times before daybreak. Yeah.
This tree. I see a lot of people sit down this tree.
Okay.
What does the tree do?
No, it's just natural. The thing don't fall. Very high before. Yes. Kò lè kàn, ẹ mọ̀ pé ó kùn ni. Kò dẹ̀ tí gbẹ, kò gbẹ. Yes.
Nílẹ̀ tí kò lọ ṣògbọ́n sí gbé àbí 32 yìí.
So. Yes.
Gbogbo àwọn
kò lè já.
Tó bá ti fún wọn ní ẹ̀kọ́, tó fún wọn lóúnjẹ, mi máa kó jẹ báyìí.
Yes.
Torí ìyá ìyá bàbá wa ó wà láàfin Àtaọ̀jà. Olóògbé gbogbo tó gbọ́ ọ̀sùn. A máa ń dáná lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́ fún wa fún Ọ̀ṣun. A máa ṣe pàtí ńlá. Wow.
You see? Nothing now. Nothing will happen. So that thing is over 30 years. 30 years. Yes.
Wow. Interesting.
So this road leads to the toilet. Okay. That's the toilet we use on the festival day because we don't want them to mess up all this place.
Okay. So I'm seeing a building here.
Yes, that's the toilet. Yes, you can video. So, some years back, there's a woman that came here all the way from Austria. Her name is Suzawenja. So these are herself. These are the people that work with her. Okay. So she divorced her husband because of the culture here. When she came here, they introduced her to Osun Festival. Okay. So when she came here, she decided to stay. So when her husband is trying to go back to the state, he now divorced her husband and stay here.
Because the man did not want to stay with her here?
Yes. Okay. So these are herself and these are the people that work with her. All the structure you have been seeing out there, she's the one that made them with the help of the indigenous. So they will just explain how the structure is and she will make them. So these are dog, He used to send this dog an errand. We just write a note and put money on the basket, and the dog will go and get whatever else he sent. So she died at the age of 94, and she was buried in this forest, which we don't disclose to anyone. And she later changed her name to Ewefunke Adoni Olosha.
Oh, she changed her Australian name to Nigerian name.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So this one, we call it God of Divine Justice.
Justice, can I move closer?
Can
I move closer?
Yes, you can move closer. In Yoruba, we call it Eshu. Yes. So they may tell someone to go and make sacrifice to the God of Justice. This is where they normally do it. So on the festival day, when the Virgin Girl entered from that entrance, this is where she came out from. And she will join the crowd to the shrine. So, and that's how the Virgin Girl look like on the festival day. You see?
Oh, wow. It's like nature.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
We call this place Idiegbe.
Okay.
Maybe a female or a male have a spiritual husband or wife. So, and they need to separate. This way they do the separation. There are some materials they will request for, like sugar cane, orange, banana, all those fruits. Sure? That's what they will bring, and they will do the separation. So anyone that need twins come here. So there are some materials they will request for too, and the person will have the twins. Yeah. So that man over there, we call him God of Iron. And this one, okay. We call this one okay. Yes. And this Obatala. And that one, Sokmono, God of Smallpox. And this is the first palace in Osogbo land, over 400 years ago. This is where they built for the king when they first arrived, before the spirit said, vacate this place and go to where you can't hear my voice. So this is the pavilion. On the festival day, this is where the king will sit, and if governor available, they will sit there too, before the arrival of the Virgin Girl. So this is the main shrine. On the festival day, this is where they will perform the sacrifice. And as you can see, the status there is doing like this, saying whether you are Christian or Muslim, you are welcome. It doesn't discriminate. So, and this is where they cut a tree, and a tree fell into the river, and a strange voice came out from the river saying, "You are broken all my tire and die pot." That's why we normally tell our female, if you go to the market, don't fight with anyone, because this goddess in the river, whenever he make a tie and die, he used to sell it at the marketplace. So if you talk to that someone somehow, it might do something harmful. So yes. So any question before we
no
move
question.
on?
Do you have questions?
No, I don't have any questions. Sorry. You don't have any questions. No, I don't. But you're enjoying the tour so far. Of course, obviously, yes, I am.
So let's go to the next place.
Okay.
So this place, we call this place Igbo Ifa.
Okay.
So that's where the Anifa priests do have their meeting. And whenever they want to initiate someone to their group, that's where they normally do it. And whenever they want to go in for the meeting, they go through their back.
Okay,
So yes. And this their messenger, this one is vulture. If they make sacrifice, it will be the one to carry the sacrifice. That worshiping point.
Okay.
So we call this bridge suspended bridge.
Okay, suspended.
Yes. We also call it Gada Amititi in Osogbo here.
Okay.
So before they construct this bridge, there's a family called Agbole Olodo.
Agbole Olodo.
Yes, they are the one that used to carry people across this stream there.
Okay.
But when the king now see the problem is too much, he now told them to contribute money, which they did, and the neighboring village.
Okay.
They give it to our colonial master then. They are the one that construct this bridge. In this bridge, they try to put pillar in the middle. But as they are doing it, the pillar is getting collapsed. They now consult the oracle. The oracle tell them the Osun goddess doesn't want pillar in the middle.
Okay.
So that's why they suspend it like this. So it was constructed in 1935 and commissioned in 1936.
Wow.
So 88 years now. Let's feel it. You can feel the vibration. Yes.
Are we safe?
Yes, now.
Yeah, that's what you said. You shake it. Not to go on. Go there.
So there's no road. Conclude the story.
Okay.
You know, every king have his own title.
Yes.
Like Ife now, they have Oni of Ife.
Yes.
In Ilesha, they have Owa Obokun.
Okay.
Likewise, Osogbo here. But when they are living in the village, they call the king Owaroki of Ipuleomu.
Okay.
But when they arrive here, they change his title to Laro Oyegbadewolu, meaning he came with the crown from that village to this place. So at the time when he started making sacrifice to Osun goddess, the goddess will came out alive and pour water inside the calabash for the king. That water is what the king will use to bless the community then. So they now change his title to Atewogbore Lenueja, which is now sorted to Ataoja of Osogbo land.
Guys, if you appreciate nature, you need to visit this place. Like, it feels so relaxing and really calm. So, guys, we're going to the second phase of this tour. Okay.
So this place, we call this place pleading points.
Okay.
Maybe someone come to Osun and ask Osun, please give me child. If you give me child, I will do this, I will do that.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, the Osun give that person a child.
Okay.
And the person failed to fulfill his own promise.
Promise.
it's possible the person might have smallpox.
Oh, okay.
And when he discover he or she have smallpox, they will tell him or her that you have offended Osun. So he or she will now come for begging. Okay.
Okay.
I'm laying down, begging for healing.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
We call this one Ella.
Ella. Okay.
Yes. As Ifa people do call Ella Rowa.
Okay.
This Ella they are calling is an intermediary between human being and our God.
Okay.
As Christians have Jesus Christ, so the traditionalists have Ella.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So we call this one Yamopo.
Yamoko.
Yes.
Okay.
She's the first woman to make palm oil in Osogbo land.
Okay.
And she have two messengers. They are birds. The first one, we call this, the first one Atiala. The second one Atiolo. She can also fly herself. As you can see, she's sitting down.
Oh.
That's her leg. She's a giant woman.
Hmm.
You know, when the Osogbo people met Osun, when Osun talked to them, he made promise to them that there's no war that will conquer them.
Yes.
There's one particular period of time when the Fulanis tried to enter Osogbo. The Osun goddess contacted this woman, Iyamopo. He told her there's a war coming to Osogbo. And this woman looked for 7 fine female girls. So he prepared a porridge and give it to them. So they go and meet the Fulani and they eat and die. So since then there's no war that will enter Osogbo. So she has 6 arms. So
One.
this middle one stands for advice.
Advice.
Yes.
Okay.
If you give advice to a child and you take the advice, you praise the child.
Okay.
And that's this one represents.
Okay.
You do like this in Yoruba land, this is how they do it. So
Okay.
you appreciate the children. So, but when the children refuse to take the advice, she will leave the children, you are on your own. And that's the represent of the last card.
Oh, okay. Still long. Okay.
So that's the one.
Oh, the end, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video to the very end. For more historical content, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be uploading a lot of historical content on my channel. So guys, see you all in my next video. Bye.